Welcome to Film Fanatics. I'm Adam Mass with Cinemast.net, and guess what? I'm doing the show solo today, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Bennett is incognito. What does that mean, Sheldon? You have any idea what that means? So we've got a jam-packed show today. First up, Disney's Moana, and this movie is absolutely stunning. I absolutely loved it. It's vibrant, it's colorful. This film actually has 4 directors at the helm. Ron Clements and John Musker, and they were the team behind The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and Princess and the Frog. And then also Don Hall and Chris Williams also worked on this film, and they made The Emperor's New Groove. And when you see this movie, you'll totally feel all of those influences because it definitely has the traditional spirit of Aladdin and Little Mermaid, but it has sort of a quirky, high-energy vibe that definitely recalls Emperor's New Groove and Disney's Hercules. The songs come courtesy of Lin-Manuel Miranda, who created Hamilton, and he's on quite the roll right now, and the songs are absolutely fantastic. There's a tune performed by The Rock called You're Welcome, and it's high energy, it's loads of fun. The film offers up an environmental message. It's subtle. I should also mention that the end of the movie is positively breathtaking. The final act in this movie brings it all home, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think kids are gonna love this movie, but like all great Disney movies, this movie doesn't just appeal to kids, but the kid in all of us, and that's what's so great about it. I really, really liked it. Dare I say, I liked it every bit as much as Frozen, which was a huge hit a few years ago. So if you haven't figured it out already, Moana, I'm saying see it in the theater, take the family, it's absolutely fantastic. Also opening this Thanksgiving weekend, we have Allied, which is the latest live action feature from Robert Zemeckis, who of course helmed Back to the Future and Forrest Gump before disappearing for a while and making motion capture animated features. He returned 6 or 7 years ago with a film called Flight starring Denzel Washington. But for my money, Allied may be the best movie Robert Zemeckis has made since 2000's Castaway. Allied features Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard as spies on a covert mission involving Nazis in Morocco circa 1942. As fate would have it, the pair inevitably fall in love and relocate to London. While there, this couple are tested by the pressures of war. Allied is decidedly old-fashioned in all the right ways. It's the kind of epic, sweeping mystery romance that Bogart and Bacall might have made 60 years ago. In fact, this movie is a lot like Casablanca. There are even references to Casablanca, and it's mixed with something like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, only this isn't a thrill ride like that movie. This is a more quiet movie. It's reserved, it's very exquisite. I think the real star here is Robert Zemeckis. His direction is superb. There are a few missteps in the movie. The movie does feel a little long, but I'll tell you, once they're in London, the crux of the plot turns into a is she or isn't she type of a thing, with Brad Pitt suspecting that his wife may or may not be a spy, and I love all of that. But aside from being just a great movie, a great spy and espionage movie, this is a great love story, and that's the theme that's driven home. The people that care about each other would do anything for one another. That's what's at the heart of this movie. And I love where it goes. I love that the movie's not ambiguous. It's not one of those open book endings. I have to say, for an old-fashioned romance, I really like this movie, and I think Allied is definitely worth seeing in the theater, so go see it. Finally, we have Edge of 17, shepherded by the great James L. Brooks. Edge of 17 is a bit of a throwback to the John Hughes teen angst movies of the 80s. It features an outstanding Haley Steinfeld as Nadine, a bratty, entitled teen trying to navigate her way through high school. She's reeling from tragedy, trying to work through a turbulent relationship with her overbearing mother, and trying to deal with the fact that her only true friend is dating her brother. Edge of 17 certainly has its flaws. There are overplayed moments. I don't know that I ever entirely bought the relationship between Nadine and her mom, played by Kira Sedgwick, but I appreciated the complex nature of Nadine as a character. Yes, she's bratty and entitled, but that's sort of the point the movie's trying to make. And I love how all the people in her life, including a teacher played by Woody Harrelson, constantly call her out on it. It's actually really funny, but again, it's a very complex movie. It's deep, and there's some really terrific stuff in it. Steinfeld is outstanding in the lead, and while not every moment hits the bullseye, this is definitely a movie that's worth a rental. I wouldn't suggest that you run out and see this movie in a theater, but it's definitely worth streaming or DVD, so definitely wait for the home video release on that one. So that's it. We got 3 movies, 2 of them definitely worth seeing in the theater. The others fairly solid, but I would wait for home. And as always, we want to thank the fine folks at Megaplex Theaters for doing all they do for the community. And we also want to wish all you viewers out there a very happy Thanksgiving. And after you're done stuffing your faces with turkey, I recommend you all watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because it's the best Thanksgiving movie ever. Until next week, folks, I'm Adam Mass with Cinemast.net, and I'm a film fanatic. Are you? Should I redo the outro? You're probably right. Is it weird? Yeah, I forgot you're going to run it Friday.